Today, we're looking at Track and Field for the NES. Track and Field was released on the NES by Konami in 1987. This is a head-to-head competition featuring 8 grueling events. So get psyched, pick your level of competition and the opening event. Then block out the roar of the crowd and take a deep breath, because it's not whether you win or lose, it's whether you survive. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us the channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, is Track and Field worth playing today? Here was our review of Track and Field for the NES. There's no story in this game. The game offers for either 1 or 2 player variation of 2 major modes, which is the vein of many NES ports, labeled Game A and Game B. Game A is a primary arcade style mode where the players will compete to qualify in each of the 8 included Olympic events, whereas Game B allows you to select the event of your choice in a one-on-one practice. You compete in 8 different events to try and be the best. There's a high jump, triple jump, javelin throw, long jump, 100-meter dash, 110-meter hurdles, ski shooting, and archery. The overall difficulty of the game feels a little out of balance. While the sprinting and jumping aspects are fairly simple, the targeted sports and high jumps are a bit too difficult for their own good. Although you can eventually begin to figure them out with practice and a fair amount of trial and error, there may be some extended period of frustration before you finally figure it out. Other than that, the controls is easy enough to learn, but many of the events are basically reskinned variations of the same thing, as you'll see the running and jumping events. And the common button mashing aspects of many of them can get very boring after a while. Even if some of them are annoying, they can all be beaten within enough effort and time, and the motivation to keep trying to beat specific records for every event is a great bonus replay incentive. The title screen features a nice little touch of the runner running past the game logo with the Olympic torch, or the way the athlete's legs get faster as you pick up speed, the way the body bends and curves for the jump, and the movements of javelin throws and skeets, discs soaring through the air. The graphics are bright, colorful, and charming, and they do a great job of conveying that Olympic vibe as much as an 8-bit system can do. Character sprites are reasonably straightforward, 8-bit style beefed out stick figures, as they do include some nice little details such as different color shoes, shorts, and jackets, as well as distinct facial characteristics and haircuts. While there really isn't much noteworthy for the sound department, the title theme features a full 8-bit tuned version of the iconic Chariots of Fire. While playing the events, there is no music playing in the background until the event is over. The sound effects include the typical pit-pat of shoes pounding on the turf as you run, slide whistles effects when you launch something, a chunky pop when firing the gun in a skeet shoot, and the crowd applause of a low static buzz with the occasional high whistle thrown in. So, is Track and Field worth playing today? All things considered, NES Track and Field is a pleasant little sports sim that can also be used as a quick-fire competition game with the second player for any specific event that will pique your interest once you've played through them all. Unfortunately, you don't really get much else to keep you coming back for extended periods of time after you finally succeed. You advance as far as you can in each of these events and eventually break the world records. The events just continue to cycle through the main mode, gradually increasing difficult until you finally fail to qualify and terminate your run. Although it is more difficult and less enjoyable, The challenge is generally good. I will say, I think the second one was much better than this one. I did have a little bit of fun with this, but I would recommend this if you can find this cheap. Track and Field for the NES is getting a 6 out of 10. What did you think about Track and Field for the NES? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do it for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you here on the next episode. Have a great day.